I can, so no danger there.
Yep.
Which is good for Storm. Greenleaf fishing.
Oh, there it is. Big kill for Colin. Colin's not going to wrap over onto that. Yeah, there it is. Militia's going to towel out.
Storm's going to take that first one.
I mean, it was a little bit of a slow take. I thought Storm was in control of that. I thought that point was going to be over a lot faster, but nonetheless, they put it away. They had
point is a point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were going to go up that snake too.
Nick, that's right. We're trying to put it behind a paywall for the finals. Sorry. You're going to have to pay up. Justin Hughes, I think I can take disagreement to that statement. So you don't want to get overshot, but I vote on bringing back overshooting. I've seen videos and it's crazy. I'm not a fan of that play, not out of a sense of, kumbaya. Yeah.
It's definitely not going to grow the sport.
And I've talked about, I said this off air, I'll just say it again on air. Most overshooting occurs after a player's dead, and it's such a cowardly move to light up dead players walking off and stuff. It's so cowardly. Like, you're not a tough guy if you're overshooting players walking off the field. Maybe, Justin, maybe that's not what you're talking about. I'm not directing that at you. Anyways, so I think the sport's in a very healthy place right now well, I think it's just a very healthy place. The community spirit's better. The reffing's better than it was back in the day. And I played back in the day.
Oh, you're right. It helps having Wolfpack out here on the field, too. They've done a phenomenal job once again.
Ten seconds.
All right, here we go. Storm on your left. They're up by 1 point.
Malicious out to the snake insert.
Storm loses
one in the home.
Storm loses
calling
a player.
for a paint check. Potential shot in the back. He is out. They lose a home player.
4-4. The sun has come out for the finals.
Right, and it's warm. He's going to try to fill out. And he gets it over here. Malicious. Malicious takes the snake. They're going to go straight to snake 3 here.
There's a drop back by Storm to the snake insert can. Unfortunately, that's not going to be able to stop the snake.
No. Greenleaf's moved out to the Aztec.
I think we've lost another Storm. No, that's Malicious player walking off. I'm sorry.
Got 3 people on.
Yeah.
I think they lost Stumpke off the D side. They're going to fill that brick, though. Ref running in to check him out.
It's a half-hearted trot. I don't know how convinced he is that he shot.
Timu Stumpke to the 50 snake. They picked up on it, though?
Yeah,
somebody caught it.
Stumpke's getting pinched.
I think the D3 picked up on that. Storm fills up to the D1 as well.
Oh, that can is in trouble. That can is dead. Discount Stumpke doing some work over here.
Right. He has no idea that the guy's in the D4, though. He can't even see it. So he's calling D1 only.
I think the D4 is going to die now. That's it. Leaves just one player left alive. Budget Stumpke has the ball. He can wrap this thing, finish out that D1.
Budget Stumpke. That's great. Store brand Stumpke out here. I hope he's got a sense of humor.
Parkland.
When he goes to watch this later, look at him. He's still going.
He doesn't know, though. There's a counter move here by
Storm's going to.
Storm.
Is
that a trade?
I think it is. Wait a minute. No,
he's alive.
It could be a.
It's just a foot race.
Store brand Stumpke sees him.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think he got a ball on him.
I don't know.
Head ref over there making a call about getting shot in the foot, and he's got a good point if he jumped over the top of that.
Yeah, he's already off his feet.
Yeah,
there's no way that's. Uh-oh. There's refs pointing down.
Are they saying out of bounds? What are they saying?
I don't know.
No, it couldn't be out of bounds.
No, he had to go over it.
Well, let's see what the call is. Oh, we got shot in the leg back there, they're saying.
Okay. Then if they saw that, then why didn't they pull him out before he got there?
Because I don't know.
Mysterious. He's not arguing too much.
Sounds like underwater broadcasting. There's something wrong, I think.
Should we switch to ASMR broadcasting? You know, ASMR, that's where they talk really softly into the mic.
Well, I thought that was just the music I listened to.
No. Well, there's a lot going on in your life I don't understand.
This is 80s radio.
Yeah. I don't know the full story and what just occurred with that.
We've got another block of Billy Ocean coming up for you.
60 minutes of soft boat rock. Commercial free. Sailing. Oh. Sorry, folks. Sorry at home. All right. I don't know what the outcome of that last shenanigans was. Let me
Post it for New England now.
Let me
We'll
ask.
see if this.
Hey, can you please tell the others? Tell Storm.
All right.
So
Our crack research staff, involving Corey standing on a chair for some reason, has said that it's considered a dirty hang and a swing point.
clearly she's got 20/20 vision.
So, so that could not have gone much worse for Storm on that one.
Hey, from my view, it looked like
Somebody chimed in. Ooh,
Yeah.
ASMR.
They like it.
Yeah, they're into it.
Maybe we should have two broadcasts going, one ASMR style and one like normal.
exactly.
And we're back with more paintball.
Welcome back to the Quiet Storm.
I'm Bob Ross. And this is Matt Falby. And we've got a happy little match over here on field one.
So let me get on my soapbox here just to talk about one of my favorite stop doing this thing, and that is stop shooting players after they hit the buzzer. And by the way, I'm not saying Calvin, the other Calvin Stumpke did that. I don't know, because it sounds like the hit they think occurred before. But if you're coaching a team, teach your guys that when they see an opponent going to hit your buzzer, to be very, very careful to stop shooting the second, Jim Nance, the second that player hits the buzzer. Because if you shoot your opponent even 1 second after they've hit the buzzer, guess what? You've now covered up all the evidence of whether the hits were legitimate or not.
Right.
You could have put 3 on him legitimately, but if you shoot him once after he hits the buzzer, the refs are like, well,
No, that's a valid point. I never
I
really
just got to
thought
call
of
him
that
clean.
way. Right.
And I've seen it happen here on this field multiple times over the last 5 years. So,
So if my team's listening,
yeah. I know it feels counterintuitive that your gut instinct to just keep laying paint into the dude after he's hit your buzzer, but you're actually screwing yourself.
The interesting thing is you wouldn't even think this happens much, but it's probably happened a couple times today, right?
You
It's
mean
more common than you would think.
after the buzzer's hit?
No, I mean a player on each end shooting cross field.
Yeah.
Because somebody's going to go for the buzzer when they could go for it themselves. You know, it's not common, but Storm starting with 1, 2, 3.
Malicious 5 up, 5 alive.
Storm starting with 4.
Storm 4 alive because of that dirty hang.
And they lost 1, so they're at 3 right now.
5 on 3. And a minor.
Oh,
Eey. Yeah, they're
They're
chowing
gonna-
out of
yeah,
that
that's-
instantly.
that's a wise
Instantly.
decision.
Yeah, bail out of that one. Pull the ripcord, get out of that one. All right, they started with 4 bodies, and then it just got really worse from there.
Right.
Yeah, and then the Hindenburg crashed into the Titanic, and everything caught on fire.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in this case.
Oh, dad jokes. Dad jokes
Yeah,
coming in
let's do it,
hard.
Let's do it. Ah.
All right. Well, if I'm Storm, I'm very glad I won that first point because right now they could easily be in a 0-3 hole
Right.
and this essentially be over.
Plenty of time on the clock.
I suspect justice was served on that last dirty hang, but that last point was, wow, that was ugly.
You lose your guy after break with a penalty.
John Drula, I'm just going to ask you to take your laptop and flip it upside down, and it'll be fine. No. No. Okay, bad idea.
1 minute.
This is the budget we're working with. If the camera angles seem off, I just need you to tilt your laptop. Maybe shove some drink coasters under one side of your laptop. It'll look fine. All right, Storm. God, if I'm in the Storm pits, I gotta rally the troops somehow because mentally it's been a rough couple points, very very rough couple points, and they, more than anything they mentally need to get back into it. They're really not far out of it. Look, it's 2-1.
No.
You know, with 6.5 on the clock. To Noah McLeod, no, his feet not being on the ground when he hits the buzzer is not really relevant. But we saw a hit on the bottom of his sole, and my logic is there's no way he shot in the bottom of the sole unless his feet are off the ground, which means he already hit the buzzer. That's why I brought it up. But they believe that he already had a hit on his leg. That was irrelevant to that sole hit.
Back to a 5-on-5 game.
All right, into the snake for Storm.
They lose that player.
Ugh.
They lose the player. Oh,
That can,
4
the
and 4.
can, sir.
The
Works its magic again.
You got Stumpy out to the baby. You got, looks like 2 players in the home. And then you got Marcus out here in the snake insert for Malicious.
All right, 4-4. Malicious is in a better position, though, to get into the snake. Storm needs to spread out from that home. They need to get to that other can themselves and mirror that up.
Oh, Stumpy gets caught out of the baby, and Marcus slides out to the snake. So we are...
Okay, 4-on-3 advantage for Storm, but Malicious has better position now that they're
Absolutely.
in the snake.
Tommy moves out of the home.
Malicious home player getting a check. He's called clean. I'm sorry, Storm player getting called clean in the home.
Marcus trying to make something work. He's got to be a little bit cautious out here.
There you go, the home player. I think that's
Out to the
Derman.
snake.
Derman into the snake. You go, Jeff.
Phil out to the D1 for Storm.
Yep.
Very casual Phil. Phil out to the D1 for Malicious, but Tommy's out there.
Marcus takes one to the head. He's
Yes.
going to take a walk.
Storm in great position right now.
This is swung well back into Storm's control.
So the D1 and the home for Malicious. I don't know if they're going to switch to a cross-up maneuver, but... Another situation where you could probably crawl the whole snake because Tommy's over there on his knees and so is the home player. Here he goes. He should keep going.
Pop up, take a
Tommy's
look.
gonna know where he is in 2 seconds.
Look
here.
for a free kill. Oh, does he get
Did
him?
he get him? Nope. Tommy's playing. Ref's right on him too. So
Yep, all right.
might have caught that one. I think he just took a bounce off the lens.
Jeez.
I'm not even joking.
How is that? How do you pull
I
that
have
off?
no idea, but I think it just happened.
Wow.
I actually want to ask him.
You got to get extra soft lenses for that.
Right. Or maybe you dump that paint when you come off the field
Yeah,
for Storm.
yeah, that's a better answer.
Yeah, he's definitely looking inside.
So, like you said earlier,
Comfortable with the cross.
Jeff could drop and just keep crawling. He could end up at their end of the snake at this point. There's
I wonder if it's a cardio issue for Jeff.
I feel that one deep in my soul.
So maybe he's just like, you know what?
I'll defend Jeff because I'm defending myself when it comes to that one.
He's like, I want to win, but
All right, so home and that D1.
still. But we are up here on the wedge for
Storm's just
Storm.
tightening the noose here. 3.5 minutes, though.
Tommy staying disciplined, looking for help from his buddy. He gets it. Tommy head checks the tape.
Yep. Oh, no.
He's hit them.
No, he's out. That leaves
So
just the
leaves
home. So Malicious doesn't have any reason to towel and save the clock. This is going to end up 2-2.
Yeah, the more they lose off the clock.
Honestly, I think Malicious is probably a slightly better team at low clock situation than Storm would be. So
He's it. That's it.
So if I'm Malicious, I'd almost rather have less clock than more if it's a tied. If
I
it's
agree.
a tied
I
situation.
agree. We're at 240.
Yep.
They're going to check each other out, make a decision, and there we go. So we're going to be tied at 2-2 with 2:40 left.
This is true parenting right now. Bobby Fredericks rushed out of here to get to his daughter's game, and what does he do? He sits in the stands watching the webcast on his phone instead of his daughter.
Real hero.
Bobby.
That's a penalty in itself.
Yeah. Good luck on weekend visitation rights, because that's where you're heading, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Bobby. We love you. Malicious. Tied up 2-2. Got 2.5 on the clock. Frankly, that could be 2, maybe even 3 points still left in this game.
It could.
Unless these teams come out and go into grind mode. I wouldn't be shocked if this match ends 4-2 or 5-3.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked by it.
Alex is in absolute disagreement with
Yeah.
us on this.
Sorry.
I was just going with it.
I said-
I didn't personally believe it either. But
I said what I said. I'm operating on 3 hours of sleep. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Have I been lucid this whole time? You guys thought that?
Excuse my delirious.
I don't know. Could happen. I think there's a risk of these bunkers overinflating and popping, and then you're looking at really fast points.
It's going to be a tough one to call as refs.
Yeah.
Got,
All right. Well, I mean, good momentum point for Storm.
I'm assuming somebody's going to call a timeout here.
So you're going. Yeah, there it is. So you're going into a 2-2 tied situation, and you took the last point. You should have a little bit of emotional momentum. And you know what? Just a couple minutes ago, we were saying Storm was in mentally a bad place after having 2 back-to-back just horrendous points. So that was exactly what they needed, both for scoreboard reason and for emotional reasons.
It looks like the pit psychologist got him back on track.
Yeah. Who
So.
is it? Callahan coaching Storm, I would assume.
It is indeed.
And we got Adam Rand over in the other pit for Militia.
Indeed.
Thanks again to Wolfpack, doing a great job out here reffing today.
Phenomenal.
I'm sure there's players that disagree with me on that one, as always. That's the norm. But what I see, I think they're doing a good job.
30 seconds.
If they called 7 penalties on Bobby Fredericks, then they're doing a real good job.
Is that true? He got 7 penalties today. You heard that from
I heard
Haji?
that from a player on their side of the field. Let's just throw him under the bus. It was JP Lidson that said it. So if Bobby wants to go after JP, then good luck.
You were starting it.
JP's definitely a tougher kid than Bobby. So I don't know if that would be wise.
Tyler's starting it. He's handing out broken beer bottles to everybody involved. Let's go at it, boys.
There we go.
All right.
Storm out to the snake insert and the can. Pocket play.
Malicious into mini Dorito. 2 at home. Snake
on
insert can up the middle.
Malicious in better position at this point than they were last one.
Well, 5 alive, both teams.
Marcus out here.
Marcus desperately wants to get into that snake. It's all up to this Storm player in that backline can to stop him. Marcus comes off the snake side.
Storm player picks it up, but looks back inside instantly. It's back out there. Oh. Marcus definitely made that in clean.
Yeah, Marcus into the snake. He's going to go right to the 50.
Storm moves out to the Aztec. They got the baby. Stumpy in the baby as well. Greenleaf out to the Aztec.
All right, Storm has picked up on it. That can needs to get out of there.
Yep.
Although it might be too late for him. Oh, Marcus takes a hit. I think it bounces, though. Bounces off his head.
From where?
I think it's from the middle. I think it's from the,
Wow.
well, it might have been the Dorito.
Storm out to the mini wall. A little deeper on the D side. With the D.
Storm loses their snake player. Malicious responds by moving into the D2. Marcus is now able to wrap. Oh, no, Malicious loses their D2 player. Storm responds by getting into D2 themselves. Marcus.
Marcus is shot in the hand.
Yeah,
He's
he got
out.
a little bit too over-aggressive
excited.
there. He needed to calm down and just tuck down.
I believe Stumpy got out to the D3 for Malicious on the far side.
We're approaching a minute. Storm is going to lose that can. We've talked about it.
He's saying he's clean.
Now he's
Ref
still
is
alive.
on him, watching that pack, so. Is this a 3 on? Nope. Storm's got 4, excuse me.
45 seconds.
This could go to OT.
I suspect it is going to OT.
35.
Whitaker up to the 50, although with only 30
30
seconds on the
seconds.
clock.
Down to 20.
Okay.
Malicious loses that can. It's time to launch if they're going to go for this. But
Yep. Whitaker needs to go. He's clean.
He's going to get that.
Yeah, they're
That
not
is
going
down
to
to
see that.
5. 4. Nope.
Oof. 3.
That's
2.
going to happen.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Did he hit it?
About
No
a
points.
half a second to a,
Wow.
probably a tenth of a second too early, to be honest with you. So this looks like
No,
it's going
I
into
saw him
overtime.
making a slapping motion.
Yeah,
I just missed the buzzer.
probably missed the buzzer and hit it on the second whack, which the time was already expired. So there it is. Can't find the buzzer.
Can't find the buzzer, folks.
So back to
Back to bingo. It's not over
Yep,
yet.
No. Bad bunkering is really going to put Valby
Yeah, that would put me into the win column.
into the W column.
There is some disagreement down in the pits over this one. So, by the way, Derek,
much like the game,
this-
bingo is also going into overtime.
yeah, it's going into overtime. Clock said 1 when the buzzer on screen, blah, 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 blah. I don't always trust what's on screen. I'm not saying that defensively of the league. So there is a
Pablo de Silva saying,
I should let somebody else answer this one, but I have been told in the past by refs that what the scoreboard time does not represent the actual game time in perfect synchronicity. Was that a real word? I just used that.
it's got a lot of syllables.
Yeah, so what counts is the scoreboard time, which you can't see at home. Again, I sound like I'm just trying to defend the league or the reffing. I'm not doing that.
Great point by New England Storm, though.
No.
It's unfortunate that it
Yeah,
ended
1 second
with
too
a
slow.
W. Right.
That's another life lesson about launching sooner, like having that sense of urgency. I've used that phrase so many times today, that sense of urgency. Teams are just not fast enough. So again, Nick, you're right. The ref can't see the button, but that's not the relevant thing. The relevant is the computer system. Did it register a button push?
Stops the clock.
Before the
Right.
clock ran out. But it's not the refs making that call. It's the system. And maybe the system's flawed. I don't know. It's possible. But it's not up to the refs to make that call. All right, here we're in overtime. 5 minutes.
Pocket play for Storm.
Oh, first
We're
player.
going to lose Stumpy off that side.
Yeah, Malicious
D-side.
takes a walk.
Marcus out to the snake. And he
Is he
did
clean?
not make it.
He is not clean. That's a huge loss.
Storm loses a player out of the can, though, of death.
4 on 3.
4 on 3 for Storm.
Malicious is certainly capable of pulling out of this situation, though. It's not done.
Storm is doubled up at the home. They got the Aztec on the Dorito side and the snake insert.
That mini temple's looking to launch over the baby Dorito or to the D1. He's in. Now into snake for Storm.
They're calling it back out to the snake insert.
Yeah, Storm is
Snake insert on Malicious side.
making their
Greenleaf out
moves.
to D1.
Malicious into snake themselves.
And he makes it. Or did he? It looks like he either.
No, he's clean.
He might have. He's fine. The brick. Malicious moves into the brick. Center brick. Not a bad choice.
Nope, not bad at all when you're trying to stem the bleeding on this one.
Storm out to D1.
Malicious in S1.
So nobody really too far up on the D side. We're matched on the D side right now. Storm with the one body advantage still.
Malicious D1 trying to calm everybody down and communicate, and he's doing that. Good
Storm
clear
moves up to
communication.
D3. From D1. Great
Yep.
move. Great move.
Oh, we're
Tommy
gonna.
gets hit.
Yeah, D1's gonna take a walk for Malicious.
Looks like Greenleaf's out at this point. So we're down to
The
a
middle
4
brick.
on 2.
Yeah,
brick.
middle brick and snake
Snake
one.
one.
Not. I mean, if New England Storm plays this right, this is not a good positioning for
No.
Malicious to defend this.
Not good at all.
The Dorito side especially has the ability to just turn this field on its side.
Right. Right move, go all the way up. Now
There it is.
Now the snake one's in trouble if you can't keep that guy in on D4.
Snake one should think about diving into the
Diving
snake
into the
itself.
snake. I agree.
Yeah,
He's
he'd
gonna
be
have
bet-
a tough time.
Yeah, he'd be better protected moving forward. Oh, we got the kill on the Dorito side. They still have a player to fill it in, though. Ooh, if that's a
Ooh,
kill.
that's a kill.
Huge kill.
Killed by Colin.
At least just
Colin
the snake.
might have put this game out of reach for Malicious.
No, the
Or
snake's
is that
already
it?
gone.
Snake's
That's it.
gone. I missed that kill.
I did too. All right, that is going to be it. Storm. Oh, I shouldn't say this so loud. Just in case Storm's listening. Storm's going to walk this in.
All right, you want to be premature on that.
That's it, folks.
Do a quick paint check and then we're
yeah,
gonna touch our buzzer.
assuming they're clean.
You want to hit the buzzer again? Or?
There it is.
Ooh, that There's a bit of a delay.
They had 2 minutes on the clock. I think you would have figured that one out. All right. Congratulations to Storm.
Outstanding job. Storm's going to take this one.
Yeah.
Malicious in second.
Well done.
Great day of paintball. Sun actually came out. Haven't seen that in a bit.
All right, well, that is going to wrap up our day. Congratulations to Storm. I want to, as always, say a few thank yous. But, Tyler, do you have anybody you'd like to thank for being out here first?
I'd like to thank you guys. I mean, I really appreciate you let me join you for this.
Are you kidding me? Thank you.
Yeah,
It
great time.
It has been great. So I'd like
Great
to
day,
thank
paintball.
Tyler for being out here joining us. Thank you for taking the shift. It's been awesome to get to work with you. As always, I think the refs, they got the worst jobs. They're still out there deflating bunkers. And thank you to Alex and Corey, the production staff, for putting this on.
And then thank you to Josh for bringing us some Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
All right, we are going to be back tomorrow. I am. Tyler's going to be playing some paintball, but I'm going to be back
forward
tomorrow on
to
the webcast. We're going to watch some D4. You're going to play some D4.
We're going to play some D4.
Yeah, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back in, about 14 hours? That was about 14 hours. All right.
Well.